got it. See my jewels, shining.
Tonight, from Seattle, Washington, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Number 33.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Down at the 31. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Cook following the penalty. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
18-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook.
Cousins pass.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk 1st. Again, Wilson. Flush to his right. Completes it to Hardman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another first down. They set up the screen to Chubb, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5. A first carry now for Nick Chubb, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
They'll run for it. Chubb. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Well, we kind of looked at him, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks 7.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
2nd and a yard. At the 30.
Give to Cook out of the gun. Oh, what a juke into space. 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
But earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They go play action with Wilson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter.
With the score tied 7-7.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds his target, Fuller. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On first down, Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete on the deep ball. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Incomplete. Harrison Smith on the coverage.
Throwing again. Wilson flushed out right. This is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield and get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you, because it seems to be working pretty well.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. We'll check on his status when we get back. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Russell Wilson.
He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
On third down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And Myers able to knock it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 20.
Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Now, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it.
All right, partner, count with me. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Look, he had all day to throw the football and never got rid of it and allowed for the sack. That's not on the offensive line.
Cousins throw complete to Thielen. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
Wilson's pass intercepted.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. To throw, Cousins. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
Vikings 10.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Final play of the half. It's Wilson rolling to his right. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
Dan Bailey to kick off.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
30-yard line.
Wilson sliding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Anthony Barr coming in from his linebacker spot to bring him to the ground.
5-yard line.
Here's Wilson on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Williams. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that will level the playing field at 17 all.
Kickoff for Minnesota.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
At the 33-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. There goes a deep ball. End zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Mecole Hardman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. The extra point now coming from Myers. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
And it's third down.
Cousins from the gun on third. And this is going to be incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would like to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Here's Hardman to return. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. Seattle now ready to march out of the field, and they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe...
There he goes, right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Cook with a run on first down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down.
He was tackled.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 27, Cousins. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Third and long for Cousins. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter.
With the score, Seahawks 31, Vikings 24.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
On the ground is Chubb. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the Vikings 8-yard line.
And again, it's Chubb. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right? Minimizing
those and maximizing opportunities.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Cousins now. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll roll. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here. Not done in the fourth. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there. .26 yards.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game.
To Dalvin Cook.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Hey, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely. Agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll run with Cook, and they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Eli Apple. He's at the 50. The 30, past the 20, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really, you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, it will make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Roughing the passer defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
A first down throw for Cousins. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Cousins pass.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen there to make the grab. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Bailey got the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Wilson wants to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And this one is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Throwing is Wilson, eluding the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 26. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick.
Tonight's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for this, they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys.
no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I can play. When it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on it. Walked in, we riding on it. Yeah, more action than no talk, I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go play.